to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into the architecture of secure attachment. We're focusing on the really influential work of Dr. Sue Johnson, specifically emotionally focused therapy, or EFT, and her book, Hold Me Tight.
Right.
So our mission today is to cut through all the noise of relationship conflict. We want to figure out why these fights happen and, more importantly, how this idea of emotional safety can start to heal things.
You know, what's fascinating is that most conflicts, they don't actually start with the dishes or with money. They start with a really primal fear.
A fear of what?
The fear of being ignored, of not mattering, or, the ultimate fear of losing that emotional connection. Dr. Johnson really nails this powerful truth. Love isn't some kind of luxury. It's an emotional necessity. It's baked into our survival code.
Okay, let's unpack that idea of necessity. So the core idea of EFT is that we as humans are basically hardwired for emotional bonding. And it's not just about finding a partner. We need this connection as adults to regulate our emotions, kind of like how a kid needs a parent to feel safe.
Exactly like that. And that wiring has some pretty big consequences. When that connection feels threatened, your nervous system doesn't really pause for a polite chat. It reacts.
And that reaction is what we see as the fight.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the anger, the criticism, or maybe just total withdrawal. So when you're fighting about chores, you're almost always avoiding the real question underneath it all.
Which is?
Are you there for me? When I really need you, are you there?
Wow. Okay, so if fear is the fuel, how does Johnson map out the actual, I think you called it a dance before, the pattern that couples get stuck in?
Yeah, the dance, she calls it the negative relationship cycle.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely devastating. It usually starts with one partner reaching for closeness, maybe a little clumsily.
And the other person doesn't see it that way.
Right. They see it as a complaint or a demand, so they respond with distance, defensiveness. So the first partner feels rejected and, pushes harder, maybe with anger, which of course just makes the second partner pull away even more.
And then that's the cycle.
That's the cycle. And this is why this whole approach is so powerful. We always want to ask, whose fault is this?
Right. Who's the bad guy here?
And Johnson's insight, her crucial point, is that the problem isn't you, and it isn't your partner. The problem is the cycle you're both trapped in. The real issue is the absence of emotional safety.
Wait, so you're saying blame is just off the table? I mean, doesn't someone have to take responsibility to fix it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the responsibility is to identify the cycle, not to point fingers. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to build a secure connection. And that's built on emotional availability, responsiveness, and feeling safe when you're vulnerable.
Vulnerability, that's the key, right? It's the doorway to actually getting closer. I mean, the book shows that to fix this, you have to stop attacking and start sharing the fear underneath.
Yes. So instead of a complaint,
You say something like, I feel scared when I don't feel close to you. Or even just, I need some reassurance right now. That's the shift, a need instead of an accusation.
and that's what invites empathy. That's when healing starts. It begins the moment you stop fighting each other and you start protecting the bond itself.
So let's make this really practical. For you listening, what can you do right now? We've got 3 key takeaways. Number 1, name the cycle, not the person.
And this is so much harder than it sounds because our brain wants to blame someone. But if you can learn to say, hey, it looks like we're stuck in that pattern again, you make the cycle the enemy, not each other.
I love that. Okay, number 2, share your underlying need, not your blame. This is that language switch we were just talking about.
Exactly. So you replace a big accusation like you never care with the specific vulnerable truth. I feel really alone when I don't feel connected to you.
And finally, number 3, practice emotional responsiveness.
Right. Safety is built in small, consistent moments. It's not about grand gestures. It's about listening without trying to fix it. Just acknowledging the feeling. Say, I hear how scared you are. That proves you're there for them.
You know, the big concluding thought from all this work is that love doesn't break because people stop caring. It breaks when they stop feeling safe enough to reach for each other.
And that really leaves you with something to think about, doesn't it? Secure love isn't about getting rid of conflict. It's about knowing you're not alone inside of it.
So go out there and try to identify the cycle in your own life. Just naming it, that's the first step.